Hello friends, welcome to wifistudy.com, one-stop destination for all competitive exam. My name is Bhunesh Sharma and friends, today in this video we are going to present you another topic of static GK, that is countries and their national game in English. In our previous video we made this video in Hindi and right now we are going to present you this topic in English. Friends, if you want to prepare from the application mode, you can download our Wi-Fi study app. This is a very useful and handy app. You can download it from the Google Play and you will get a daily current affairs GK test in both the formats, that is in Hindi and in English. So friends, today in this video we are going to present you the 12th and the last topic of static GK, that is countries and their national games. Okay, slowly we covered all the topics in Hindi and in English, both formats, bilingual, and today we are going to present you this topic in English. Okay, this is an important topic friends, as one of the question definitely come in any exam from UPSC to the state board exam. So that's why we included this topic in our static GK list and we are going to present you this topic. And first of all, I will tell you some more facts about the national games. Okay, how you need to give answer in the UPSC exam and the other exam. There is a difference between these two exams and you need to understand the difference what you need to give the answers, because this topic is very tricky. Okay, that's why you need to understand first, then you need to answer. Okay, and the answer will be differ in both the exams. Like if you are appearing for the UPSC exam and a question will come, okay, what is the national game of India? Okay, then they want you to be a precise. Okay, they want that you need to understand the depth of the topic too. And the other exam, okay, they don't need to that precise knowledge, and the common question, common answer you can easily give to them. Okay, so first of all let me introduce you about the national game. What is a national game? A national sport or a national pastime is a sport or a game that is considered to be an intrinsic part of a culture of a nation. Some sports are de facto. Okay friends, so let's check it out. What is this word de facto? Okay, this is very important two words that you need to understand. First is the de facto and second is the de jure. Okay, second is the de jure. These two topics, de jure and de facto, these are two important words that you need to understand. The meaning of the de facto is not established by law. Okay, so there are some sports, okay, that are de facto national games that are not established by law, but still that game is considered as a national games because of their popularity. Okay, as baseball in the United States and cricket in the England. Baseball is not a national game of United States. Okay, it is not established by law, but still they considered baseball as their national game because of the popularity of the game, because of the glamour of the game. Okay, as in cricket in the England, while others are de jure, which are established by law. Okay, the others are de jure national sports, as lacrosse and ice hockey are in Canada, because as de jure established by law. As in the Pakistan, the national sports is field hockey, because they pass a law to make that sport as their national game. Okay, as ice hockey in Canada, they pass a law, okay, to consider ice hockey as their national game. So these sports do not have to be necessarily the most played or most followed, which would be either association football or basketball in a few countries, but widely considered to be an important to the country or significant for its culture. Okay, so it is not dependent on the popularity of the game, it is dependent that game should be significant for its culture. Then only that game is considered as a national game. So friends, I will tell you, first of all, I will tell you the de jure national sports. Which country has a de jure national sports? There are not more than 10 to 15 countries which have a de jure national sports, and that you need to remember. Okay, there is no trick to remember it. First of all, if a question comes from the de jure national sports, the sports which is established by law, then the answer will be the single answer, that Argentina have a national sports named Pato. So Pato will not be changed. Pato will be Pato for your UPSC exam or for your RPSC or for any SSC or any exam in our nation. But if a de facto national sports will be asked, okay, like if a de facto national sports question is asked, and if you are appearing for the UPSC exam or you are giving a UPSC exam, and they will ask you that what is the national game of US, and they will give you 4 options. Okay, and one of the option, like they will give you baseball, they will give you basketball, they will give you cricket, and then last option is none of these. Okay, last option is none of these. So if you are giving the UPSC exam, then you need to pick the fourth option, that is none of these. Okay, none of these will be your answer. Baseball is not your answer, because if at this type of question come in a UPSC exam, then they want you to understand the what is the difference between de jure and de facto. Okay, that's why they framed this question to check your deep knowledge. That is, you need that you have that you know about the de jure or de facto national game or not. That's why they framed this question. So if these type of question will come in a UPSC exam, then you need to pick fourth option, that is none of these. If apart from the UPSC exam, any other exam will ask this question, then you easily can able to pick that baseball is the national game of US. Okay, because they are not asking you about the de facto or de jure, but they are just checking your upper knowledge. Okay, that know that baseball is the most popular game in the US or not. Okay, so any other exam like SSC, bank, RBI, or any other exam except UPSC, if these type of question are come, then you will definitely able to pick the most popular sports or the de facto national sports. Okay, I will tell you about the de facto national sports after some time. Okay, so this is the difference, and this is the way you need to pick the question. Okay, so one of the question will definitely come in many exam. So let's start from the Argentina de jure national sports, which is established by law. Okay, so first the Argentina, the national game of the Argentina is the pato. Okay, pato, they established in 1953. You don't need to remember the year in which it is established, but I'm giving you just because for a reference. Okay, that you need to that you can easily pick up that this is a national sports. Okay, okay, and it is established by law. So first the Argentina. So pato is the national game of Argentina. It is played on horse, and there is one basket at the end of the two courts, and they need to put the ball into the basket. Okay, so it is something like a basketball game, but played on horse. So Argentina has a national game of named pato. Second, the Bahamas. So national game of the Bahamas is a cricket. Okay, they established in 1993. So you need to understand this also, that West Indies is not a country. Okay, there are few countries in the Pacific, in the eastern side of the US. Like there are some islands, no, like Trinidad and Tobago, then Jamaica, Bahamas. Cricket is very popular in these islands. So these islands framed a club named West Indies, and they played by the name of West Indies. Okay, so West Indies is not a single country. Okay, it is a collection of islands. It is a collection of different teams. Okay, by the name of the West Indies, they play together. Okay, so cricket is very popular in that region. That is the Jamaica, then in all these nations. Okay, so Bahamas is one of them. So cricket is their national game. Then Bangladesh, Kabaddi is the national game of Bangladesh. They established in 1972. As you know that India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, all these three nations have a very good Kabaddi team. Okay, still that India continuously win the World Cups of the Kabaddi World Cup, and the next Kabaddi World Cup in India. Okay, going to take place in India all. So Bangladesh has a national game named Kabaddi. You need to remember this. Then Brazil. Brazil has a national game of Capario. Capario is a national game of Brazil. It's a Brazilian martial arts. Okay, originated in Angola and Congo, and it is a combination of three things. That is dance, music, and acrobats. Okay, it's a combination of three things. That is dance, music, and acrobats. You can see in this picture. Okay, they are jumping like acrobats, and there is a music also around this court, and they are doing like a dance. Okay, so it's a combination of three things, and it is a Brazilian martial arts, Capario, established in 1972. It's a national game of Brazil. Then Canada. Canada have a two national games, that is lacrosse in summer and ice hockey in winter. Established in 1994. Okay, Canada have a very good team of ice hockey. Okay, winter sports. Okay, so in summers they have a lacrosse, and in winters they have a ice hockey as their national games. Then Chilean rodeo. Chilean rodeo is their national game. Okay, established in 1962. It's a game played on horse, and there is one calf. Then they need to point out the culps with a pin, and after that they will get a point over that place. Okay, so it is different from the North American rodeo. Okay, there is one another game which is played in a North America too, but it is different from that game. So Chilean rodeo, it's a national Chilean rodeo is a national game of Chile. You can easily pick the name from this. Okay, Chile. Colombia, Tejo is the national game of Colombia, established in 2000. Okay, it's not a tough game that it is there. After there is a one difference between the basket and a person which is throwing a ball into that basket. Okay, so it is not tough as compared to other games, but it is it's a game, and it is a national game of Colombia, Tejo. Then Iran have two national game, that is first three in fact, not two. Okay, Varzash-e-Bastani is a national game, and wrestling and polo. Okay, these are the three national game of Iran. Okay, you know that Iranian wrestlers are very good wrestlers. Okay, they are the toughest competitor to beat. So Varzash-e-Bastani is also a wrestling. It is also a form of wrestling. Okay, it is also a form of wrestling. And then wrestling and polo. These are the three national games of Iran. Then Mexico. Carrera is the Mexico national game, established in 1933. Okay, you saw in movies that there is a one horse and it is dances, and its aim is to put the person sitting on him to downward. Okay, to down. So he jumps. Okay, he jumps in all the places with a very good height. Okay, and his aim of the horse is to put the person sitting on him to ground. Okay, so Mexico as a Carrera as a national game of Mexico. Then Philippines, Annis is the national game of Philippines, established in 2009. Okay, this is a Philippines national martial. It's a form of martial arts. Okay, known as the Philippines martial arts. Okay, so Philippines have a national game name Annis. Then Paso Fino, Puerto Rico. It's a European country, and the national game of Puerto Rico is Paso Fino, established in 1966. And the Paso Fino it's a name. It is not a name of the game. Okay, they put this name as a national game, but the original Paso Fino is the name of a breed of a horse. Okay, this is naturally graded light horse imported to the Caribbean from Spain. Okay, so this is the national game of Puerto Rico, Paso Fino. And another is the Pakistan. Pakistan established their law. Okay, as considering field hockey as their national game. Pakistan is also having a very good number of medals in the Olympics. Okay, they have like 3 gold medals, 3 silver medals, and 2 bronze medals in Olympic history. Okay, so this is the national game of Pakistan, field hockey. 1948. In 1948, after the independence, they established this game as their national game. Then Sri Lanka, the national game of the Sri Lanka is the volleyball. Okay, this is a very good sports, and India is also having a significant impact on this game. And okay, but still volleyball is the national game of Sri Lanka. Then Nepal has a national game named Dandi Bio. It's something like a Gilli Danda in India. Okay, it's a very famous game in India, Gilli Danda. Okay, it's something like that. And Nepal, the name of this game is Dandi Bio in Nepal, established in 1973. Then Uruguay, Destrezas Cruelas is the national game of the Uruguay, established in 2006. Okay, 2006. So friends, these are the de jure national sports that you need to remember. Okay, there are not so many countries which establish their law to consider one of the game as a national game. Okay, so I'll revise you that Uruguay has a Destrezas Cruelas, then Nepal Dandi Bio, then Sri Lanka volleyball, Pakistan field hockey, very easy, Puerto Rico Paso Fino, Philippines Annis, Mexico Chararia, then Iran Varzash-e-Bastani wrestling and polo, then Colombia Tejo, Chilean rodeo, then Canada lacrosse and ice hockey in winter, then Brazil Capario, Bangladesh Kabaddi, Bahamas cricket, and Argentina Pato. So these are the de jure national sports which are established by their law, And okay, and now we'll go proceed towards the de facto national game that are considered as their national game but are not established by law. And I told you the trick to decode the questions, okay, in the different paper and in UPSC paper too. Afghanistan, the de facto national game of the Afghanistan is Bushkashi. Okay, it's a game played on horse, and they need to put a weapon into the goat. Okay, it's a very ancient game played in Afghanistan. Then Anguilla is a yacht racing. Then Antigua and Barbuda, as I told you in the eastern side of the US, the different islands. Okay, there's a cricket is very popular in that region. Brian Lara and Chris Gale. Different sports persons belong to different islands but played from the same club, that is West Indies. Okay, they are Jamaicans, some from different Antigua and Tobago. Okay, so Antigua and Barbuda has a national game cricket. Then Australia. Okay, Australia has a national game as cricket or Australian rules football. What is this Australian rules football? The famous name of the Australian rules football is the footy. They play a game named footy. Okay, this is something like a rugby, but for scoring they need to kick a ball into the goal. Okay. So cricket is the national game of Australia and Australian rules football. That is footy. Footy and cricket are considered as their national game. Then Barbados, cricket, as I told you. Okay, firstly we'll cover all the countries which have a national game cricket, de facto national game cricket, then football, then rugby. Okay, together. So Barbados has a national game cricket. Then Bermuda, same as a national game cricket. Then Grenada and England. Okay, then Guyana, Jamaica. So these are the countries which has a national game cricket, like Jamaica, Guyana, England, Grenada, Bermuda, Barbados, Australia, Antigua and Bermuda. Okay, so these are the countries considered cricket as their national games. Okay, because of their fan following, because of their popularity of the game there. Then Bhutan has a de facto national game as archery. Okay, archery, they are very good archers, and archery is their national game. Then Cuba and few countries have a national game baseball, like Cuba, US, Dominican Republic. Okay, Cuba has a national game baseball, then Dominican Republic, then US, then Venezuela. Okay, then Venezuela. Like 4 countries considered baseball as their national game, that Venezuela, then US, Dominican Republic, and Cuba. So these 4 nations consider baseball as the national game, and there are 3 countries, European countries, which consider basketball as their national game. Okay, first the Estonia, then Latvia and Lithuania. These are the 3 countries considered basketball as their national game: Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. Then Finland. Okay, Finland has a national game named Pesapallo. Pesapallo is the national game of Finland. Okay, another name of the Pesapallo is the Finnish baseball. This is a game very similar to the baseball. That's why they put Finnish. That is, Finnish are the people considered as a citizen of the Finland. Okay, and Finnish baseball is their national game named Pesapallo. Then Georgia has a national game named rugby. Then New Zealand is also has a national game rugby. Okay, so these are the few countries consider rugby as their national game. First the Georgia, then New Zealand, then Wales and Papua New Guinea. So these are the countries consider rugby as their national game. Okay, first is the Georgia, then New Zealand, then Wales and New Guinea. Okay, then Turkey, oil wrestling and the cricket. They considered oil wrestling. Turkish wrestlers are also very powerful. Okay, so oil wrestling and cricket are the 2 national games considered as their de facto national game, and this is the national game of Turkey. Then Scotland. Okay, Scotland has a national game golf. Okay, Scottish persons are very good golfers. Okay, so Scotland has a national game named golf. Then Russian bandy is their national game, Russia considered bandy as their national game. It's the second most popular winter sports after ice hockey. Very similar to the ice hockey, but still difference. There is some difference in it. So this is considered as the second most popular game of winter sports. Then Norway, cross country skiing is the national game. Cross country skiing. Then Mauritius has the national game football. Now we'll cover the football nations like Mauritius, then Israel. Okay, so these are the two nations. Israel has also have a national game like association football, and Mauritius also. Now handball, Iceland has a national game handball. Okay, handball is their national game, Iceland. Then Ireland has a Gaelic games. Gaelic games is their national sports. Don't need to confuse between these two nations, that is Iceland and Ireland. Okay, Iceland has a handball as a national game and Ireland has a Gaelic games. Gaelic games are the games like football, handballs, hurling. Okay, two major Gaelic games are, first is the football and second is the hurling. Okay, these are the two major Gaelic games, and the other Gaelic games are like handball, rounders. Okay, so these are the other games. Japan has a national game sumo, considered de facto national game, that is sumo. South Korean taekwondo. Then Malaysia sepak takraw. Sepak takraw, it's a game played by foot. Okay, it's similar to the volleyball, but it is not played by hand, it is played by legs. Okay, so Mongolia has a national game archery, Mongolian wrestling, and horse riding. These are the three national games considered as their national games. So friends, these are the de facto national games that you need to remember. I'll revise you once again. That is Mongolia has a national considered their national game as archery, Mongolian wrestling, horse riding, and then Malaysia sepak takraw, then South Korea taekwondo, Japan sumo, Ireland Gaelic games, Iceland handball, Israel and Mauritius has the national games football, then Norway cross country skiing, Russian bandy, then Scotland golf, Turkey oil wrestling and cricket. Okay, then rugby, New Guinea, Wales, New Zealand and Georgia has the national games rugby, then Finland pasapalo, Latvia, Lithuania and Estonia considered as basketball as their national game. Venezuela, US, Georgia and Dominican Republic, and not Georgia, Cuba, Dominican Republic. Okay, and US and Venezuela consider baseball as their national game. Bhutan archery, and Jamaica, Guyana, England, Grenada, Bermuda, Barbados, Australia, Antigua and Barbuda. These countries consider cricket as their national game because of the popularity of the game. And Angola, Yachiasing, and Afghanistan, Bushkashi. Okay, friends, so they are the de facto national games. And if this type of de facto national games are asked in a UPSC, then you need to pick none of these options. Okay, don't need to tick on these. Okay, but apart from the UPSC, any other exam will ask this question, you need definitely able to pick the most popular game. Okay, named as the de facto national games. Okay friends, so this is a trick that you need to remember for your exam, and hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe us so that we can help you in your upcoming exams. We'll provide you more videos, more GK, more current affairs. Okay, that will definitely help you to succeed in exam. So friends, thank you and all the best.